The food system is unhealthy, unsustainable, and inequitable, creating more costs than economic value. Our food systems has prioritized yield and calories, creating a global food system that generates negative health, environmental consequences, and inequity. There is a need to fundamentally change the food system and prioritize good food. Food that is nourishing, regenerative, and equitably produced and distributed. To increase the consumption of good food, SMEs play a critical role as they provide 80% of all services across food supply chains. The Good Food Innovation Fund, implemented by Intellicap, supports small and medium enterprises that are addressing the issues of availability, equitable access, and affordability of good food among low-income communities. The fund also has a special interest in any enterprises that are working towards increasing good food in school feeding programs. Following the closure of the Good Food Innovation's first call for proposals, the following 7 companies have been selected for support. Sanku have designed a low-cost dosifier. The nimble machine, when installed, allows small and medium-scale millers to fortify their products, improving the nutritional quality. With funding from Good Food Innovation Fund, they will be able to support 100 additional mills and increase food safety measures.
Fortification is very important. By fortifying, you are putting the micronutrients back to the food and the basic food that you are eating.
With increased urbanization, families are looking for nutritious foods that are affordable and quick to prepare. NatureLock provides pre-cooked meals using technology that ensures all nutrients are preserved and that the meal is affordable.
Basically, what we do is cook food. We cook food and dry it. Say, for example, ndengu, which we are working with. And ndengu is really good for protein, a nice protein legume base. So we make a ndengu stew that Kenyans know and like, and using onions, tomatoes, the regular things, a little pinch of salt, and it's good to go. And so what happens is that we are able to take that good stew and dry it in a process that will allow for preservation, for keeping for a few months, so that you can be able to use it when you need to.
Have you ever heard of a super noodle? Well, Smart Logistics Solutions is ensuring this favorite among younger populations is not just wheat-based, but infused with proteins and other vitamins for a more balanced diet.
As you know, our children today are demanding for noodles as a food, and all our youth, but they are eating nutritious noodles because it's only wheat-based. So now we have added other proteins and iron and zinc into it to make it more nutritious and better for our youth, and also to grow our young children better. We are also putting into the market a Nutrimix product, which is a porridge product, extruded porridge products, targeting ECD children, and to keep them in school and also give them nutritious food.
In Rwanda, Agri-Pharma Center, a milling company, sources the raw material directly from farmer cooperatives within their community, and some of their products include fortified whole grain flour that is distributed for school feeding programs.
We work with the 12 cooperatives of farmers on a forwarding contract who normally supply us the raw materials to mill in this factory. We buy from them maize, soybean, sorghum, and sesame. This goes to schools, this goes to health centers, this goes to other communities, and also the urban dwellers. Anybody has now known the advantage of consuming a whole grain package and fortification. So we are aware that the market has grown and will be overwhelmed by the number of consumers that will come to us.
Mutesa Company Limited, located in the Western Province in Rwanda, is a food production company that processes whole grain flour, blended flours for porridge, and also vegetable juices. With the Good Food Innovation Fund, they intend to upgrade their facilities so that they can meet the demand for fortified whole grain products.
The company, when we started, we are not able to work with schools. Currently, we are providing more than 5 schools.
Back in Kenya, Shalom Investment Limited has a range of fortified whole grain products, including porridge and maize flour, that they supply to schools, hospitals and prisons. With support from the fund, they will increase their storage capacity, expanding their market reach.
It has been difficult sometimes to source good food throughout the town. But now with this food, hospitals, schools, all institutions are guaranteed to have enough volume. In fact, if we are able to improve our storage for grain, then we can guarantee consistency.
Keep It Cool sources white meat, including fish and chicken, directly from farmers and provides cold chain to ensure the products get to consumers fresh and at an affordable price. The fund will enable them to source directly from Lake Turkana, that is an underutilized water resource, with fish farmers experiencing high post-harvest losses.
As of today, 30 to 40% of the fish that lands in urban areas like Nairobi tend to lose a lot of value because the quality is not so good, because they've been transported using public transport like matatus and So we realized there's a gap, and that's how we came up with this model where we're able to aggregate demand and then source the fish from the lake using a refrigerated truck and deliver to the customers in urban areas.
At a time when access to nutritious and affordable food is becoming more urgent across Africa, these businesses' dedication to expanding access to good food is a signal towards healthier communities. SMEs are the engine of growth for economies and closest providers to vulnerable communities. Supporting them will improve efficiencies along the food supply chain, reduce the cost of production, increase their competitiveness, and enable them to expand their reach to low-income populations.